कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन भज जन रंजना यशोदा नंदन भज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन भज जन रंजना तीरावन चारी तीरावन चारी जय राधा माधव जय बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय बिहारी राधा माधव जय बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन भज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन भज जन रंजना मुना तीरावन चारी मुना तीरावन चारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव जय राधा माधव राधा माधव जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद जय राधा गिरिधारी राधा गिरिधारी जय राधा गिरिधारी राधा गिरिधारी जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राम जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय गौरा निताय जय गौरा निताय जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitya Gura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gura Hari Bol Nitya Gura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gura Hari Bol श्री श्री राधा गोविंद जी की जय, श्री श्री राधा गिरधारी की जय, श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ भगवान की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री गुरु महाराज की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। श्रुवन्तं स्वाकथा कृष्ण पुण्य सर्वनं कीर्तनं हृदयन्तस्थो है अभद्राणि विदीनोति श्रुत सताम्। नष्ट प्रयासु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैतिकी। Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayan, unto Naranarayan Rishi, the supermost human beings, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasdeva, the author of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desires of material enjoyment from the heart of the devotees who have developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Prabhu, give me the Lilamrit.
You can start reading from the top and over. From the top.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Reading from Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Abhay had to deliver the medicine for the ills of Kali Yuga. He knew it was needed on a much larger scale. Something stopping me here. See the last words. On a much larger scale than he could reach on his own. But even to administer one issue of back to Godhead was almost beyond his means. Writing the articles, typing them, taking them to the printer, and distributing them should not have been the work of one lone improvised devotee. But in working with his god brothers, he had met with their desire. He has met with their decided lack of organization and their lack of desire for vigorous preaching. Bhakti Saranga Goswami had seemed determined to keep Sajjana Tosani small, and his mother, like so many others, had been ineffectual in attracting new members. This was the petty-mindedness that would cripple preaching. Therefore, he was now working alone on a small scale happy in his spiritual welfare, yet aware that his 4-page newspaper was only a drop of water in the desert. In February of 1956, while the US was struggling with civil rights, while Khrushchev and Eisenhower were both openly deploring the arms race and were maneuvering in nuclear disarmament talks, and while the Shah of Iran was visiting New Delhi, Abhay was trying to print back to Godet. In winter's discomfort, he worked through the early mornings, the streets of Delhi to visit Surendra Kumar Jain, the printer, to read the latest proofs. By working, he saved money. Only when he was delivering paper from the paper dealer to the printer would he rent a rickshaw. He had no chadar, only a lightweight cotton jacket, and he wore rubber shoes. He also wore a cotton hat that covered his ears and tied beneath his chin, protecting him from the 40-degree wintry morning and the sometimes gustly winds. That what? Hare Krishna, Prabhu. That's all.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. All right, let's go to Srimad Bhagavatam. Canto 4, the creation of the fourth order. Chapter 22, Prithu Maharaj's meeting with the 4 Kumaras. Text, Canto 4, chapter 22, text 8. Kim tasya duralabha artham. Anyone gonna repeat after me? What's the procedure? Will people be repeating or just me? Mataji?
You can say the verse and then the devotees can repeat after that, Prabhu.
Oh, I haven't shared, so sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
I thought what I can see, everybody can see. Okay, let's try again. Kim tasya durlabha artham.
Kim rasya durlabha taram.
Durlabha taram. Kim tasya durlabha taram.
Kim tasya durlabha taram.
Yaloke patra trascha paratatra cha. Yaloke paratra cha. बोलिए.
Yaloke
Paratra cha.
Yasya vipra prasidanti.
Yasha vipra prasidanti.
Ivo Vishnuscha sanuga.
Shivo Vishnuscha Shanvaha.
Kim tasya durlabhatram.
Kim
Tasya
tasya
durlabhataram.
Yaloke paratra cha.
Ihaloke paratra cha.
Yasya vipra prasidanti.
Yasha vipra prasidanti.
Ivo Vishnuscha sanuga.
Shivo Vishnuscha Shanvaha.
Kim tasya durlabhartaram loke paratra cha. Yasya vipra prasidanti. Shivo Vishnu sanugaha.
Kim
Tasya durlabhataram. Ihaloke paratra cha. Yasha vipra prasidanti. Shivo Vishnuscha Shanvaha.
Kim tasya durlabhatram imam loke patra cha. Sorry, loke paratra cha. Yasya vipra prasidanti Shivo Vishnuscha sanuga.
Kim
Tasya durlabhataram
loke
loke paratracha
yasya
yasya vipra prasiddhanti Shivo Vishnu Shashanugaha.
You could repeat one at a time, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Kim
Krishna.
tasya durlabhataram iha loke paratra cha yasya vipra prasidhanti Shiva Vishnuscha sanuga.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Krishna Bhavayan answer.
Yeah.
Kim tasya durlabhataram iha loke paratracha yasya vipraha prasidanti Shivo Vishnu Shashanugaha.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yamata.
Kintasya durlabhataram iha loke paratra cha yasya vipraha prasidanti Shivo Vishnuscha sanugaha.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am also trying.
Yes, ma'am.
King tasya durlabhataram iha loke paratra cha jasya viprah prasidanti Shivo Vishnuscha shanugaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu.
Kim tasya durlabhataram iha loke paratra cha yasya vipraha prasidanti Shivo Vishnuscha shanuga.
Thank you, Prabhu. Anybody else? Kim, synonyms to repeat after me. Kim. Okay. Kim, what? Tasya is. Durlabha taram, very rare to achieve. Yaha, in this world. Loke, world. Pratra, after death. Cha, o. Yasya, one whose. Vipra, the Brahmins. And Vaishnavas. Prasidanti, become pleased. Shiva, all auspicious. Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Cha, as well as. Sa, anugaha, going along with. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Any person upon whom the Brahmins and Vaishnavas are pleased can achieve anything which is very rare to obtain in this world as well as after death. Not only that, but one also receives the favor of the auspicious Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, who accompany the Brahmins and the Vaishnavas. Purport. The Brahmins and the Vaishnavas are the bearers of Lord Vishnu. They're all auspicious. As confirmed in Brahma Samhita 538, Premanjan Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, Santa Sadaiva Hiradesa Vilokayanti, Yamashama Sundaram Achinta Gunaswarupam, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. The devotees, out of their extreme love for Govinda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, always carry the Lord within their hearts. The Lord is already in the heart of everyone, but the Vaishnavas and the Brahmins actually perceive and see him always in ecstasy. Therefore, Brahmins and Vaishnavas are carriers of Vishnu. Wherever they go, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, or the devotees of Lord Vishnu are all carried. The four Kumaras are Brahmins, and they visited the place of Maharaj Prithu. Naturally, Lord Vishnu and his devotees were also present. Under these circumstances, the conclusion is that when the Brahmins and Vaishnavas are pleased with a person, Lord Vishnu is also pleased. This is confirmed by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his 8 stanzas on the spiritual master. Yasa prasadad bhagavad prasado. By pleasing the spiritual master, who is both Brahman and Vaishnava, one pleases the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If the Supreme Personality of God is pleased, then one has nothing more to achieve, either in this world or thereafter. Kim tasya durlabharati artam here loke pratracha yasya vipra prasidanti shivo vishnusya sanuga. Any person upon whom Brahmins and Vaishnavas are pleased can achieve anything which is very rare to obtain in this world as well as after death. Not only that, but one also receives the favor of the auspicious Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, who accompany the Brahmins and Vaishnavas. Namam Vishnu Padai Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Loknath Swaminiti Namne Namam Vishnu Padai Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namne Namaste Saraswate Devi Gaurvani Prachati Nirvisesa Sunyavani Paschata Destarene Mukam Karoti Vachalum Pangum Langrajam Yatkirpatam Ham Vande Guru Deen Tarene. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaskute Jaitam Sruto Pangor Mama Manamater Gati Mata Sarvaspadam Bhoja Radha Madan Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranmani Vancha Kalpataru Bhayascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayo Yevacha Patitanam Pavan Bhayo Vaishnabhyo Namo. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna everyone. Thanks for joining in. So here we have got the 4 Kumaras visiting Prithu Maharaj. Just to touch base with what's happening, Prithu Maharaj is in the lineage of Dhruv Maharaj. There was, in that lineage, there was a king named Anga, and Anga's wife was Sunita, who was daughter of Mrityu, death personified. They had a son named Ven, who was evil in nature. His father Anga was unable to mold him or discipline him. He was disciplined, but wasn't able to control him. So he abandoned his duties, his responsibilities, and took sannyas. Remember, he left in the night without telling anybody. And the citizens had no choice but to appoint Ven as the king, and who actually, he was cruel already, but turned out against the sages who had appointed him. So he openly not only practiced atrocities, but openly challenged or insulted the Brahmins and sages. He stopped them performing yajnas and all spiritual activities. So when his atrocities became intolerable, the sages killed him by kissing him. Thereafter, they turned the body of Ven, Ven's dead body, and from the left hand, dove came out, and then a man and woman came. The man was incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and he was known as Prithu Maharaj. So that's recapping what had happened. Prithu Maharaj was the Acharya, what we also call Raj Rishi. His subjects became religious. Because he was religious, practicing religion properly. So his citizens or subjects became also religious, happy and moral abiding people. The word Prithu means large or great, important, abundant. That's the meaning of his name. And Prithu is celebrated as the first true king the earth received. He was the first king properly appointed. Atharvaveda credits him for the invention of plowing and agriculture. He started agriculture, cultivating the land. Remember, he fled with his bow and arrow. He flattened the land. Remember, he first tried to punish earth, who in the form of a cow first tried to escape from him. And then when she could not go escape anywhere, she traveled all the three worlds. And when she could not save off Prithu Maharaj, so she came back to him and then told him what to do. Don't want to go back to the conversation, but from there on, the advice of Earth King flattened the rocky hills and surfaces, and he started agriculture. So the Atharvaveda credits him for inventing agriculture and plowing of land. I don't know how people were living before that. But Prithu Maharaj was ideal Vaishnava king. Therefore, he taught others by his personal behavior, as mentioned, he was the Acharya. So he taught others how to, or actually teaching everybody, those we also reading this or attending this Bhagavatam, we see the way he's treating the Vaishnavas or the Brahmins. It's respected saintly persons like the four Kumaras. The practice is that the persons come to our home. It is Vedic custom first to wash their feet with water and then sprinkle this water over the heads of oneself and then the family members as well. Prithu Maharaj did this, for he was an exemplary teacher of the people in general. In this connection, there is a statement in the 4th canto, the same canto, the last chapter, verse 31, if I may just remind you people. When King Prithu says to his subject, "My dear citizens, please note that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, is actually the deliverer of all fallen conditioned souls. No demigod can perform this act of delivering the conditioned souls because the demigods themselves are conditioned." Remember, he's saying that the demigods cannot deliver anybody from this condition platform because they are themselves conditioned. So how can a conditioned soul deliver somebody, another conditioned soul? Only Krishna or his bona fide representative can deliver him. Remember, bona fide representative is the guru, the spiritual master. And Prabhupada further says that the Ganges water, which is flowing down from the toe of Lord Vishnu, falls upon the earthly planets and other planets, and thereby delivers all the conditioned sinful living entities. So what need is there to speak of the deliverance of persons who are always engaged in the service of the Lord? Simply means the Ganga, when we go and bathe in there, was this coming from the toes of the Lord, can deliver our sinful sins, deliver us from the sins. So what can we say about when we directly save the Lord or through his representative? There is no doubt about their liberation. So Prithu Maharaj is emphasizing that if you are saving the Supreme Personality, there is no question of not getting liberated. Even if they have thoughts of sinful activities from many days. It's emphasizing that even if we are sinful from our past lifetime, we still can get ourselves delivered simply by saving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is representative. Also, and even in last chapter 2, is emphasized as the service of Vaishnavas and Brahmins. And here, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who appeared in the middle of the 17th century, is a great spiritual master in the Krishna conscious chain of gurus and disciples. He says, that's the translation of the verse from the Yasa Prasada, Bhagavad Prasada. One who with great care and attention loudly recites this beautiful prayer, this is the Ashtakam of the spiritual master, during the Brahma Muhurta, obtains direct service to Krishna, the Lord of Vrindavan, at the time of his death. This is the glories of the verse Chakravarti Maharaj Thakur was reciting. So let me go to tell you a bit about the 4 Kumaras. Just reminder, you all know, you people know it, but after I got something I found out that there were not just 4 brothers, there were actually 7 of them. The 4 Kumaras are the 4 sage incarnation of Vishnu. Remember, they are incarnation of Lord Vishnu, of the 24 incarnations of Taras. These are 4 of them. Priest Prithvi Maharaj about devotion to Vishnu. That's in the rest of the chapter. There is the 4 brothers who will be preaching to Prithvi Maharaj about devotional service to Lord Vishnu. They named the 4 Kumaras are named Sanak, Sanananda, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar. These are the 4 brothers. The meaning of Sanak is ancient. Sanatan means eternal. You know, all of us know that. Sanananda is ever joyful, and Sanat Kumar is ever young. They are described as the first mind-born that Brahma just created them without need of a female connection. And sons of creator Lord Brahma. Born from Brahma's mind, the 4 Kumaras undertook lifelong vows of celibacy, of brahmachari, against the wishes of the father. Against the wishes of the father is that the father Brahma requested them to go and populate the universe, but they refused. The Kumaras, Kumara means boys, or male child, or young boys. They are also called Chatursana or Chatusana, the 4 with the names starting with Sana. That's the meaning of Chatusana. The Sana, Sanatana, Sanananda, Sanat Kumar. Their names start with Sana. Sanakadis, also named Sanakadis, I mean Sanak and others. And of course, I just told you the individual names. The Kumaras among the 12 Mahajans, remember, like in the Bhagavatam, they are named as the 12 Mahajans. The Mahajans, the great devotees, although being eternally liberated souls from birth, they still become attracted to the devotional service of Vishnu from their already enlightened state. Though they are extremely elevated or liberated, they still get attracted to the pastimes of the Lord. In Mahabharata, it's mentioned there are a total of 7 sons. Names are Anirudh, Sanat, Sujata, and Sanaka, Sanananda. These four plus the other three, Aniruddha, Sana, Kapil, and Sanatan. Brahma ordered them to aid in the creation, but they were not interested in worldly life, so they refused and instead devoted themselves to God and celibacy against the wishes of their father. And their refusal, remember, made Brahma angry. And when he got angry from his third eye, Rudra appeared, and also known as Shiva. The four Kumaras learned the Vedas at the age of 4 or 5. And very well, of course, they did not grow in physical appearance, but they age anyway. And they, at the age of 4 or 5, they learned the Vedas. They thus became great jnanis or learned beings, yogis or siddhas. Siddhas means a perfect enlightened ones. So this is the description of the four Kumaras. They wander together throughout the material and spiritual universe without any desire, but with the purpose to teach others the devotional service to Lord. They constantly recite the mantra Hari Sharanam or sing Vishnu praises, like Narad recites Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. So these four brothers recite Hari Sharanam, Hari Sharanam. Means remember the Lord, sing the Lord's name. Another son of Brahma, remember, is Narad, who is described as their disciple. Narad is a disciple of his elder brother, the four Kumaras. Oh, of course, then he also took initiation from Brahma. The disciple means the Narad learned all these Vedas and other things from the Kumaras. They also have deep knowledge of the Sankhya philosophy. They are the preceptors of the starters of the scriptures on the duty, and it is they that introduce the duties of religion, which is nivritti, or the inward contemplation. The Shanti Parva of Mahabharata describes the discourse given by the four Kumaras to the demon king Vritasur and his guru Sukracharya. The king and his guru worship the Kumaras, and then Sukracharya asked them to describe the greatness of Lord Vishnu. Though the demonic, Sukracharya, remember in earlier class I mentioned that he was a Brahman. He just cited the demons because he wasn't respected by the demigods as they respected Baraspati. So he took to the opposition side. Here, coming back to Prithu Maharaj, here King Prithu worships the sages and asked them about the way of emancipation, that is moksha, that can be followed by all people who are caught in the web of worldly things. Remember here, the great saintly people, they don't only worry about themselves, they worry about the more concern about others. So they're asking about how others can get liberated of moksha. Not just themselves, because here we know that Prithu Maharaj is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He doesn't need to be liberated, but he's inquiring for our benefit. And Sukdev Goswami then tells King Parikshit, and from Parikshit, Vyasdev writes it for us. So all these, you can see that these greatly saintly people are not just concerned about their own liberation, they are more concerned about others. I just mentioned another incident that in Ramayana, the four Kumaras went to, there's a meeting between the four Kumaras and Lord Ram. It's narrated in Uttarakhand of Ramayana. They were once staying in the hermitage or the ashram of Sage Augusta, who then told them the glories of Lord Ram and advised them to go and meet Lord Ram, who was at that time in the forest with these brothers and Hanuman. This is not during exile time, this is after the coronation. They came back visiting the rishis. Rama and his brothers were so pleased to meet. This another example how we see that, yeah, Prithu Maharaj is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu and Lord Ram as well. So in that incident, the brothers, Lord Ram and the brothers also met the four Kumaras and paid obeisances to them. The Kumaras were wonderstruck looking at the divinity of Lord. We first and saw or met Lord Ram, and when they saw Lord Ram, they prostrated and paid obeisances to Lord Ram and the brothers, and they became in great ecstasy. They started shedding tears of happiness. Lord Ram, looking at the sages, was deeply impressed and asked them to be seated and praised them for their great achievements and their knowledge of the Vedas and Puranas. The four Kumaras were also delighted to hear the words like, here, the Lord Ram is praising the four Kumaras. So, of course, they were delighted to hear that the Lord was praising them. So, showered them with so much praise. They in turn extolled his greatness, virtues in him. So they were also singing the virtues of Lord Ramchandra. The Kumar Sampradaya, remember these people are the exponents of the Kumar Sampradaya, also known as Nimbarka. Remember the four Vaishnava Sampradaya. One of them is the Kumar Sampradaya, which also is named as Nimbarka Sampradaya or Chatusana Sampradaya, and sometimes also called Sanakadi Sampradaya by the name, or Dvaita. Their philosophy was Dvaita, duality in unity. The Hans avatar of Lord Vishnu was the origin of this philosophy, the Nimbarka philosophy, or the Dvaita philosophy. And Lord Hamsa taught it to the four Kumaras, who in turn taught Narad, who finally passed it to Nimbarka, the main exponent of the Kumar Sampradaya. Okay, that's all I've got to. Liva, any questions or comments, please? Sure, somebody can add something. Where's my Zoom gone? Hello, anybody there?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. I thought everybody is gone home.
Beautiful narrations of Kumaras. Just very new to me at least, because I never heard such a great story of Kumaras. And how you explain the greatness of Kumaras nicely. So it's a very good insight for me. So I'm just recollecting the notes. That's why I couldn't respond. Sorry about that. It's a very good insight for Kumara. Knowing from you that good explanation. Yeah, we can see from this text how you explain how Brahmanas and Vaishnavas are very, very important. Once they are pleased, everything is settled. Not to worry about anything. That's why Ritimara was very, very much interested to serve the four Kumaras in every way to please them. That's why it is very, very important lesson for all of us to understand the importance of Brahmanas and Vaishnava. From this text, it's a good lesson for all of us. Thank you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Prabhu. You have just time and again, Bhagavatam points out the importance on saving Brahmins and Vaishnavas. But remember, in the last chapter, Srila Prabhupada also explains what type of Brahmins we should be saving, not the caste Brahmins, but Brahmins who are Vaishnavas. So it's not an open quota that you go and save every Brahmin. Of course, we've got to respect not just the Brahmins, we need to respect everybody. It's not just human beings. You are supposed to be kind to all living entities. Anybody else? Okay, then let's round it up. There's no other. I wonder how many of you are aware we are running radio shows every Sunday from 7:50 in the morning. Anybody aware of that?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you once again. So this Sunday's program will be on the glories of Purushottam month. Those who will be a ready reference, you want to revise your knowledge about Purushottam, just in case you'll be holding classes or programs during Purushottam months that could be helpful. So remember, it's from 7:50. And if you miss out, I know that the Bhagavatam time, this program's available 24/7. You just go on the website called planetaudio.org.nz. This radio program is 104.6 FM, and their website is planetaudio.org.nz, and /Krishna Conscious will take you direct to the program. You can, each show stays there for 5 weeks. So it's no, you can keep going on, refer back to it. And also I post it on my Facebook page as well. So you've got 2 sources where to catch up with. And great news, on Tuesday, the 18th, I'm starting a new radio show from 9 p.m. and it will be called Mantra Yoga. I would appreciate if you could join me there, and mainly if you could give me some feedback so that I can improve on it or cater for because feedback is very important, because which I just sit at home and talk, record it and send it to the radio station, or go there and just talk myself. And any feedbacks are appreciated, even if especially not glorifications I need, where improvement should be made. So Tuesday at 9 p.m., join me on Mantra Yoga. you want any further information, you can ask.
Krishna Prabhuji, is it every day or?
No, on Tuesdays.
Okay, thank you.
It will cost me a lot if I anyway can't get time every day. So there are about 40, 50 other groups. Now it's 1 hour for every Tuesday. But again, after, if you miss the program, it will be on my Facebook page. And I'm also going to put it on the YouTube as well. And will be on the Radio Planet's website as well for 5 weeks. So you can catch up, we'll get plenty of time to catch up. But I humbly request devotees to listen to it and give me some feedback on improving, please, because this is a new thing, calling it mantra yoga. It's actually getting people to chant or meditate on Maha Mantra. It's not going to come on the first session. I've got to build up a base because at the moment it's yoga craze. So I got an opportunity, got a time slot that was available, so I took it.
So Prabhuji, it appears there is no other speaker, so we can conclude the session now.
Okay.
Mancha kalpataru
Vasya kripa sindhu chapati
Krishna Bindu ki jai. His Grace Rasparayan Prabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Radha Giridhari ki jai.
Jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank